King of the Pit Media, talking about a record today. I got put on to this band via this one album. Yeah, got recommended on the Patreon, said, bro, you need to check this out. I've been put on a lot of 90s music since establishing this YouTube music journey. And this was one of the more special albums that I have been put onto. Incredibly underrated. Having spent a moment in metal music and metal adjacent dance music, to say the least. This band is great. This record is great. I borderline don't want to check out any further material by this band because of how good this record is, in fear that they're probably not going to align with the same sound and just general product quality. Because this sounds like a once-in-a-career project where the band comes together, composes a record, and the sound engineering just creates a beautiful marriage with that writing, with them musicians, with them instrumentals, and this is great. This is great. This is a great record. It's a metal record, arguably a hard rock record, but you could consider it metal. Me personally, I also consider it hardcore adjacent. 1992 this record was put out, and if this band was to perform in a hardcore setting to a local community of people who are interested in hardcore music, I'm sure it would go down a treat. It would be a very special sound. So, what record am I talking about? What band am I talking about here? Let's find out, yeah? This is the band. I won't make myself too small. The record is entitled In the Meantime, I believe. Let me double check that. Just Meantime. They have a track in it called In the Meantime, but the album's called Meantime and the band is Helmet. Dude, why does nobody give props to this act? I don't come across many people who have even acknowledged this. I don't think I know anybody personally who has listened to this. So maybe that is symbolic of my standing in the community and how I'm a massive poser and associate with posers. But genuinely, I've never heard anyone really represent this act. You go to events, people are wearing merchandise. I've never seen a Helmet t-shirt donned to the degree where I thought, what's that band? I never acknowledged it. I never dialed it in, right? This record is great. This record gives me what I need from music. It's basic in regards to it being minimalistic instrumentally. We got no keyboards, we got no strings, we got no, second vocalist, we got no fluff that has the potential of watering down the sound and the record. What we've got is riffs, a driving drum beat consistently throughout the record, powerhouse of a drummer, and a bold vocal line. Start to finish, that's it. The riffs are great. We've got a great tightness with the riffage. We could have 3 power chords in a riff. Staccato. Dun, 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 dun. And that drummer just plugging away on the closed hi-hat. But something about it wants me to get a groove on. Something about it is very pleasing to my brain. And most of that will be down to the production as well. The absolute tightness of this record is emphasized by the clarity, the power, the strength, and how dialed in the sound engineering is. It's gritty, grey, but not in a death metal sense. It is polished. This was put out by a mainstream label. This was put out by Interscope Records. Supposedly there was a bidding war on this band to put out their second record after their first record. And I've not listened to their first record. So I don't know how much selling power that debut had for all these majors to just be like, whoa. They were saying this was going to be the next Nirvana. Can you believe it? Clearly it wasn't. But this band and its sound had the metal, right? Get them on a metal festival. This band had the blues-influenced, doom-esque passing notes. Bang them on a flipping riff-tastic Doomfest. Flip them on a New York hardcore bill. It's dance floor music. It's groovy. Put them on a grunge bill. Now, most would say it's 1992, and, you know, with it being an alternate rock band and so forth, maybe we can, collaborate it with the grunge era. But no, this is a driving rock band, and the consistency of it is fantastic. It's not really much longer than 35 minutes. I think we got 10 tracks on this record. It's perfect song length, perfect condensation or concentration, actually, of hard-hitting, great riff, great power, powerhouse, toe-tapping rock music. What do I think of the vocals? I think they're like Marmite. Sometimes I like them more than I like it the other times. Sometimes he hits the nail on the head. Sometimes if the lyrical line is a little bit corny or doesn't hit, the fact that he has such clarity with his voice, in relative to other metal bands, considering he has such clarity, I, don't connect with it as much as other times in this record. But the riffs are great. The drumming is great. This is a great record. This is such a good record. I don't want to check out more Helmet because I'm scared it's going to ruin this. On the King of the Pit TV channel, right, I rarely go back and listen to music that we've listened to on that channel just due to, time constraints. I just don't have the time. So for me to come back to this record to the degree where I'm now doing a talk on it because I want to do so, because I want to express my gratitude for this project, is self-explanatory. It has the best of hardcore. We're not erring into punk music, but it's hardcore. It's mosh metal adjacent. Late 80s, early 90s, New York hardcore, hip-hop infused groove without the rap. It's metal in the sense that it's hard-hitting, over distorted riffs. Dun, 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 dun. Probably drop tunes, probably drop D. You tell me if I'm wrong there. It's grunge in the sense it's a bit miserable. Not in the sense that you're listening to Type O Negative, but it's like a downtrodden, underdog-esque sound, And it's organic. It's a bunch of dudes riffing to a nice rhythm and putting words to the music and getting a great producer to do wonders on that. What more needs to be said? On that note, I'm signing out. Peace.